There we go. There's no sound. How about that? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm touching buttons. And this is your WREXfast Club Daily News and Update show. Awesome. No sound. That's because we're in the new software in the system, and I had myself on mute. So there you go. That explains it. So I am here, and so are all of you, which is great. Welcome to have everyone in. What a great way to start out the show. So yes, we got some two out. Who's in? I got my lineup coming in for this weekend's game. Want to get your lineup, who you can see going in, what you think Parkinson will do, and what you want to do in your heart. Also, got some possible. There's some news out there about some possible January transfer window targets. True or not, the player in fact I've actually seen play, and it's not a bad look. Maybe it's on loan. We'll see. Also, the Ollie Rathbone interview and player ratings and things like that. So anyway, smash the like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. Now that you can hear me, that I'm saying we're on our way to 50,001. If you know, you know. Yes, it's been a really cool week, and we do have an article at the end that we'll talk about, and which is great. That I want to give special thanks to Liam over at Wales Online, Liam Randall. We did an interview with him while we were at the Cosm, which was fantastic. So thank you all very much. Wales Online did it. And Glenda Bursey's in the house. How you doing, Glenda? Good to see you. Chicky Brewer is also here. Give those shout outs. And 3 is also Mary. And Steve Barton, brother. Come on. Don't kill a good thing. You know what I mean? Don't kill a good thing. And Hilditch is 6. Good to see you, Dave. Okay, no sound. Yes, I know. Sorry about that. John Goff says, congrats, Josh. Your interview at Cosmo LA was published on Wales Online, as was your selfie taken outside with Rob McConnell. Yes, we did get that. It was a lot of fun, and we'll talk about that later on. So thank you, Glenda. Wales, they were very, very nice to us. Ronaldo has been training with the team through COSM, says Steve Barton. He has been. But all right, let's dive into the opening things I want to talk about before we get into the articles for the news and updates. So listen, Parky's going to have to make changes on the weekend. I think he's going to make 3 changes, and two are self-imposed because the boys have gotten yellow cards. One's Maka and the other one is Dobson. Now, this will be the first time that Dobson and Maka have both been out of a game, but the replacements are already there, ready to go, and this is what I think he's going to do. In my opinion, I think Chomp is going to be in goal. I think Liam's going to probably be on the bench. We don't know the Callum update. There's an article here we'll talk about. So Rev is in for Maka, I believe. I think Max will hold his position. I think O'Connell will still hold his position, and Brunt will stay in left center half. And Barney in the back, picking out the back 5. In the middle, I think Stash is going to come in for Dobson. I just have a feeling that might happen. And I would keep Rathbone. Matty James will be in there. I think he's going to drop Elliott Lee, put Mullen in with Palmer. That's what I think he's going to do. I think that's my starting lineup. So we shall see if I'm correct about that. I'm wrong on literally everything. But I think that Rev and James, Rev James and Chop. Now I think Stash is going to come in. Here's why. I think Stash has been kind of waiting in the wings. Brunty has been playing very well. Every time I say undroppable, he does drop that player. So he possibly could keep Lee in as well. But I think Stash is going to come in the middle of the field, balance that midfield out. He's great on the ball. He is a midfielder as well. But if he doesn't do that, the Stash and Dobson, he'll probably put Lee in the middle and Mullen back up front. But we'll see. He needs to balance out that midfield. But in the back, definitely be Rev coming in. He is one for the future. You talk about Glenda likes my starting lineup. Yeah, I like the starting lineup too. I think that's what's going to happen. That's head, heart, both right there aligned. But has Mendy been relegated to the bench? Mendy has been, incognito. He hasn't been able to secure himself in a bench, or I'm definitely not in the starting lineup. After having a couple conversations the weekend, during the week on Tuesday, talking to Humphrey, he's like, Maka just keeps defining age. He goes out there and he puts in 90 minutes like ease. The idea is that he's going to do that this year, and then maybe because Rev's been coming in for like the last 20 or so. That might swap next year where Rev starts and Mac is coming in for the impact player. But this is Rev's chance to shine. Rev is a good player. He's a great player. Very impressed with him. You just got to wait for your opportunity and prep for it. This is that time where he's going to prep for that opportunity, much like everyone else has. Ollie Palmer, Brunt has done it. The only one that's been in full time is Dobson. Dobson, this is our first game technically without him starting, I would say. Not even with the trophies and everything, the Joey Bag of Donuts trophy, but goes on to say that we do have depth and we want the guys to capitalize on it. The only thing up front is the issue. What's he going to do? I think he'll probably drop Elliott Lee and he'll put in Mullen. That's what I think he's going to do. We'll see. We got a game on Tuesday as well as things go. But Burton Albion, not the best side, not the worst side, but for us, I think it's an away game, so we're already under a little bit of, not say pressure, but already a little bit of, our away form's not as great as our home form. We need to get a little bit more consistent at our form, so we'll see how that goes. I'd like to get a W out of it. I think we will pull that out. We got 5 games left in I think it's 5. I think we have 5 games left for the rest of this. Let me just look that up. Why don't we just look it up? I can do that because I do have this up here, but all right, the matches, yeah. So of course, fantasy. Don't worry about the fantasy. There we go. Burton Albion, obviously, the crew. That's the Joey Bag of Donuts trophy. Cambridge home, Bristol home, away, Blackpool home, Wigan. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 games left, 6 games for December. It's unreal. And then on the first, the Barnsley game. So thick and fast. We got to get these guys in, get them playing, and got to get him. Mendy's got a tough job in the backup in the lineup. Yeah, it's got a tough job in the backup lineup. I understand that for sure. But you got to make it work. All right, let's get into the news article. Here we go. I'm gonna go down a little bit there because I didn't get to the player ratings the other day, and I wanted to see how we shaped up. Secured another League One victory. Player ratings. These are the player ratings. Callum Burton has been brilliant since Arthur went out. That's true. He went off with an injury. Injury of his own midway through the first half. He got a 6. He gave him a 6. I agree with that. Can't really fault him. He got injured. What are you gonna do? Max Cleworth, dangerous before, but Cleworth was up to the challenge. 7. Probably that's about right. O'Connell. So I've been criticized because I've been criticizing O'Connell. Why did he drop the scar? I can't do it. They gave him an 8. He actually put the ball in. He put the through ball into to Rathbone to go in to score that goal. Rathbone had a lot to do still to get that done, but I'll agree with that. An 8. Louis Brunt, solid play as he continues to make most of his chance in the side, but didn't put a foot wrong. Then they gave him a 7. I would have given him an 8. Lewis has done so good for this team. So happy for him, and I don't know how Stash dislodges him, even though Stash is an unbelievable player. I wouldn't have dropped Stash. I said that too, but I think Stash will be in the middle of the park this week. For Saturday. Barney supported attacks. Bardsley did not do their homework on him. Gave him a 6. Did their homework on him. Yes, it was funny. We were at the Cosm. He was right there in front of us, and he was man marked the entire time. They actually put him. It was probably his quietest game, even though he's been fantastic this season. George Dobson made a vital block when Wrexham were outnumbered. Break early in the second half. They gave him a 6. That's he got probably about right. Matty James came close to scoring his first goal in the first half. 6. I think Matty James is still getting his feet under him. He's just come into the side. I think he should keep his spot. I think he's doing very, very well. Mendy in the Jimmy Bag of Donuts trophy. Same donuts, a new name. Yes, same donuts, new name. That's a possibility. I'd put Bud Vartson and I'd put Mo Fall up top for that one too. Moving on back to the Ollie Rathbone, another superb game. Covered a lot of ground, even when Barnsley went on top of the first half and scored the late winner. Give him a 7. 8 for me on him. I think his effort and his work rate is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. McLean, couple good runs. It was sound at the back. He was better in defense than he was going forward. They did do their homework. They're a tidy side. Barnsley kept our wing play in kind of suppressed, which is surprising, which is why I want us to be more consistent in our play, especially at home. What are you going to do? Elliott Lee came close in scoring in the second half. Yeah, 6. That's about right. He was a little frustrated. He came off. If you could see, when he came off, he did not look happy. Yeah, the last 3 times he's come off, and he started these games, he did not look happy. I don't know what's going on there, but he is getting the start out of his own position, but he's playing off Ollie Palmer. Speaking of Ollie Palmer, put himself about, did a decent job on both ends of the pitch. 6. Yeah. We have a problem scoring goals, and I think the problem scoring goals is that Ollie Palmer is not scoring goals. I know we like big and little, but I think that's the problem, which is why I think we will be doing something in January. And I think the risk has better reward, especially for us in the summer. All that money will come back if we go up. So spend the money now, get her done. But Ollie's done a decent job. He's a good player. 6 for me. That sounds about right. Substitute Mark Howard did very well. Came out for the injured for the injured Callum Burton. He had a couple decent saves in the second half. He did. I mean, listen, getting out there in the cold, just like, out of nowhere, good for him. He's 40 on. Fletcher came back, flesh legged and attack, decent cameo. Good to have him in the back from injury. I was surprised that he came on over Mo Fall, actually coming back from injury. He did have an impact. Again, him coming back from injury. I think Ken had said at one point he didn't expect him to see him back in a Wrexham uniform, and I was surprised at that too. But he's a class player. He's a max 20-minute player, max 15, 20-minute player, which is fine. That's where he should at his age, and he can do damage when he's good. Paul Mullen came in attack alongside Fletcher, was lively, had one chance, which was saved. Yes, he did. Mullen, I think, is the epitome of frustration getting back into form. It's so unfortunate what happened to him and with JM up front, but we got to get him scoring. Please, everything. We don't want to rely on him, but our scoring is atrocious. We need to score goals. We need to score. We're going to have that one game where it's like we scored 6 or whatever it is. But Paul Mullen, I think, is going to start on the weekend against Burton Albion. All right, moving on to the next article I want to get to. Okay, this is the other one to talk about, going out and going in. All right, Wrexham AFC duo James McLean and George Dobson are suspended. This is what we talked about. This is why 2 out, 2 in. Phil Parkinson will be without his regulars through suspension. Good opportunity again for players to step up. The duo had the 5 yellow cards, which equals a 1-match ban. Unfortunately, they got him at the same time. But it was a tough match. And as McElhenney said in one of the articles, he said, "Do not leave a Wrexham game early." Yeah. He said that. One of the dudes next to him at the Cosm said, "I'm gonna. What do you think? It's 92nd minutes over." He goes, "Don't leave." And no way. We never give up. Phil Parkinson's teams never give up. Never. Steve Martin says, Energizer batteries should sponsor Rathbone. Yes, he is just a beast. Absolute beast, and showing his worth and why we paid the money for him. Marie from SoCal presented herself well during the Cosmo event. She was fantastic, John Goff. Absolutely fantastic, and a wonderful person. I'm so grateful to meet her, and she will be probably with us for the Birmingham City game and for the Huddersfield game at Cosmo. We will be live doing another live watch along there, just securing our tickets. First time it's ever been done. Live watch along at the Cosmo. Awesome. Back to the article about people missing out. Parkinson said, "We got a couple players on 5 bookings now, so an opportunity for players to come in to the team," which is what he's doing. You look at Lewis Brunt, who I mentioned a couple of times. He waited patiently and got his chance, and now there's going to be a couple of opportunities for players. Brunt, I don't think, is going to lose his spot. Parkinson went on to say, "You never want to lose players to suspension, but there's players who are going to get an opportunity, and everybody is getting ready and waiting for this run of games that we got coming up. December is where the rubber hits the road. Grab it all. Do all whatever you want to say. December is where the rubber meets the road. If we come through December with maybe 11 out of 11 points, maybe 13 points to be very, very lucky. It's a lot, but if we do that, we are sitting pretty. And I'm saying, go into the market right now and let's make sure we go up. Anything can happen. I'm telling you, anything can happen with Evans going down, JM going down, AO going down. We've had shit injuries, man. Maxi going down, coming back. Anything can happen. But if we get through December and go into January 1st, and we're in this 1 through 4, let's say. I'll just say 1 through 4. We are in a great shape, and no one would have thought that. Marie from SoCal is a bona fide hottie. She is a very, very. There you go, Steve Barton. Webby, just watched some of your live Birmingham Stockport watch along. However, you didn't seem that happy when the Blues scored, which is strange as they are your second team. Well, they might be my second team after Manchester United. So, but you guys are a good side. You guys are a really good side. Stockport had chances, but you guys did well. Good to see you, Webby. Hope you're doing all right, brother. All right, went back to this. Go on. Parkinson went on to say he never wanted to lose players to suspension. Blah blah blah. He went to say it's a bonus for us having Stephen Fletcher back. It's a tough call because I had to leave Tom O'Connor off the bench and obviously John David Barton as well. But Fletch has done so well so far for us this season, and others have been in these situations. It's tough. Just having a player of that quality to hold the ball up and get his body in the way when it matters most is really good. He's talking about Fletcher. He said he left Tom O'Connor off the bench. Expect to see him start on Saturday. I think that was the conversation, the man management that he's probably having. Hey man, I'm gonna put Fletch in, need some bodies up front. You're gonna start on Saturday. Watch it. watch that space. Happy to be right for once. Let's see. A2Z is on his way home from uni. Good to see you, brother. Drive safely, or get home safely. And what else he said? Going on for Fletcher, he said he only trained 2 days, but he still showed real quality. It's hard to get that quality at the top end of the pitch. Talking about Fletch, we have to look after Fletch now with his knee, patch him up for the weekend. Hopefully, he's got no reaction. So that's a possibility. Did I see that Fletch did not have a good reaction? Maybe I did see that. I don't know. No, it was about Callum Burton. So we'll see about him. Fletcher is Scottish Jesus. Yes, he is. With the man bun, he did get hit in the face too. Absolute legend. Stayed on the pitch. What else we got going on here? Thanks all for coming in, by the way. Please smash a like and share out if you haven't done that already. Okay. Let's talk about, well, the hat trick over here. Talk about the hat trick of home wins. And it was a big one. So I'm still waiting. I'm supposed to have a meeting at noon-tastic, but it doesn't seem to be happening. 1 second. Okay. Wrexham FC beat Barnsley, who are 2 points behind leaders. Yes, there it is. He said it was a great feeling, said Parkinson. There he is, our gaffer. I know it's small, so that's why I'm reading for you, but I want to let you all know that that's the article we're having. Okay. Red's boss said, you say you got 3 home games coming up, but when we looked at them, we thought they were going to be a big test for us, and they were big tests. The style of the last 2 teams, Exeter, have got the ability to beat top teams. They won at Bolton, so they're obviously delighted. It's a great feeling when it ends up, when the whistle ends and the ground erupts on a really cold night. The fans have gone home happy. Yes. All that, like I said in the earlier, it's like definitely a Hollywood ending to that game on Tuesday. Fantastic. When you have games like that, home back-to-back, like we've had, said Parkinson, it becomes harder because teams respect our home record and come with a game plan, and they did. They did come with a game plan. It was an ugly win, but I don't give a shit. Ugly wins are good wins. 3 points is 3 points. We can be frustrated, sometimes style of play. I don't care. I want to win and go up. Period. End of story. Barnsley were resolute, said Parkinson. They put the ball into areas and to pin us back, as the team didn't take many risks, so the games are hard. I think their manager said he said, I read the top piece of the article, said they were in no danger of losing that game. Well, clearly he was wrong. They did do well, though. I'll give them credit. Steve Barton says they split the center of the fence and they pulled them wide. And Matty James needs to be extended. Palmer replaced. Totally. Brian Chang, we'll talk about that in a minute. I agree with you. I agree with you. Why do I have beef? I don't have beef with Palmer, but we're not scoring goals. And that's the one thing he's not changing. He's changing the little. He's not changing the big. He only changes the big at 75 minutes. Now, who am I to complain and make a problem about it? The guy's winning every goddamn game. I love it. So, again, that's just my thought process. And happy to have the debate. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with being proved wrong. Strikers, he's not in there to score goals, apparently. Fletcher, like for him to score goals too, but we'll see. What else? Okay. Parkinson went on to say about the game, we found a way to be resilient as a group, doing the horrible things in football, but you got to. Blocking shots, winning headers in our own box when it really mattered, deserved to get that in a moment. And yeah, moment of brilliance there too. And, he's very, very passionate about that win. And you can't not be passionate about that win. You cannot. It's just, we're good teams find ways to win games when you're not playing well. We didn't have our worst game of the season. It was just an inconsistent game. And Barnsley disrupted us and did very well to help us out. Now going into the Burton Albion game on the weekend, a lot of B's there. Burton Albion game on the weekend, the changes will definitely come in just because they're forced. So we'll see how that is. These guys play well together. The professionals. Some of these guys who are going to come in, which I think it'll be Stash. I think it'll be Stash and Rev. I think they've been waiting for the opportunity. I think they're going to do everything they can to make a stamp for themselves and show great resilience and show Parkinson, hey, don't forget about me. So that's what I think. I'd be shocked if there's a Bugvartson Mullen up front or something like that. I think it's gonna be Mullen and Palmer. So let me check that out. Good one here. B went out, Burton and Palmer. There we go. We did that. So Callum Burton. So this came out this morning in the Leader. Yesterday about it. Callum Burton went off injured in Wrexham. So it was Wrexham AFC win the other day on Tuesday. He's forced off at the 23-minute mark. He says Okonkwo is still a couple weeks away, so Parkinson will wait for Burton's scan results before deciding whether to seek special disposition to bring another stopper ahead of the Burton game. So what's that? Liam, I think it's Liam Hall. Is that correct? Liam Hall, everyone's talked about. We have to look at over the next 24 hours. This was yesterday, so I'm sure they have an update on him now on Thursday. This is 2 days on. Hey, Robert Gallivan, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. He said, "I'm really disappointed for Colin because he's been brilliant since he's come out and into the side. He has been good. He has done very, very well. Callum Burton, we had said it's like a first second. I say he's like a first second. There was no drop off there. AO is our starter. Callum Burton's in the prime of he's 27, 28 years old. He's done very, very well. Different type of keeper, different type of makeup of an Okonkwo. He's bigger, comes a little bit more for the ball. Good puncher of the ball as well. Probably a little bit better with his feet. I think his distribution is on par with AO's distribution. So, but there's nothing. And unfortunately, he did go down. We don't have an update then. Obviously, Howard coming in, swooping in and doing a great job, which is great. Parkinson said a special moment for Mark because what a great example of our young players and the lads who have not been in the team. And a senior goalkeeper has trained well every day. It's so professional. It's good for the young players to see. Get the opportunity to see this is what it takes to be a professional, to be at the top of your game. No matter what, be ready, prep for opportunity. That's it. I think that's got to be the saying for the whole year at this point. Preparation for opportunity in every way, shape, and form. That's what I think we're doing. He's been preparing himself for the moment when it comes, and it did, and he took it brilliantly. Talking about Howard, says Parkinson. His distribution was great. He had run really important save, and he did for us. So he's really been really great for the club. Not great that Callum's got injured, but it's great for all the players at this club. All the young players look at the senior players, said Parkinson. And Mark is how he's conducted himself and in around the group. They're all delighted for him. Yes, he's done very, very well. Take notes, youngsters. Prep for the opportunities is the thing. A2Z says, why is this not working? Hold on, I'll do it over here. I'm doing the wrong side over here. Well, Mary said first. How crazy to all these strikers, then we go down a few. Then we have an amazing keeper, and now we're down a few. Anything can happen, good or bad. Absolutely. It's unbelievable. We have had the injury bug this season. We have had all up and down the pitch, everywhere. We had the injury bug. We've been able to supplement that with good players. Going into the season, we had said the depth is going to get us through. Last season, when Stash and Gio went down, we went down really, and it was right around this time of the season too. They both went down. We had a big drop off when we came in. I think it was no offense on JJ or anyone coming in supporting that or Adam Davies, but there was a drop off. Our starters in the bench was a big drop off. This season, we're able to capitalize on that, having Brunt come in, having Scar be in there, Rev coming in. Dobson was already in. The striker's the issue. We're just not scoring goals on a clip that we need to be doing it. But we will figure it out, and we do have a January transfer window coming in, and we do have the cash in hand to go and put 2.5, 3 M's on somebody. I know it sounds like a lot, or get a loan. Possibly that's what it's going to take to give that push. I think it's a striker and a midfielder. Maybe it's Matty James. I don't know. We shall see. But it has been crazy. Robert says hi. Mullen is the striker. Palmer, 70th minute, is the combo target forward. If the target forward scores at the rate of a good attacking mid, she'll be right. She would be right. But Vartan to replace Fletcher, says A2Z. And how long is Callum Burton? We do not have that update on Callum Burton at this point right now. So we'll know. As soon as we know, we'll let you know. Okay. But they haven't got that. I think they're waiting on a scan on it. So we'll see. But it's unfortunate. But I'd expect Chomp to start on the weekend, barring anything. But I expect that to happen. On the bench, probably be a Liam. So that's probably going to happen there too. Message was retracted. Brian Chandler, hope you're okay. Drew Hunt had something in there. I missed that too. Sorry, I went down. All right, moving on. Dobson had his say on probably the best player, one of the best players in the league so far. Definitely the best right wing back in the league for sure, hands down. Argue that one, you cannot. This man is having a great season. And we have signed him to 27, option through 28. Dobson hails Wrexham AC teammate Ryan Barnett. This was yesterday too. He believes his Wrexham teammate Ryan Barnett has been the best wing back in the league this season. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. 100%. The 25-year-old who joined Wrexham Solihull Moors, we all know that. Okay. Dobson says He says, I'm not surprised how great he's been doing. He's probably been the standout wing back in the league. And when we're getting the ball out wide, he just puts in fantastic crosses. He puts in some of the most beautiful crosses, the absolute beautiful crosses. I was hoping to see a few more of them at the Cosm. So hopefully when we get to play, when we get to see him play when we're back at the Cosm for the Birmingham City and the Huddersfield game, get those crosses in. Those angles are beautiful. We could see a different angle that they do on television. It's like you're right there. The curl on his crosses are great. They're outward swinging mostly with his right, so it allows the striker to come in, and it comes in off and bang back of the net. I wish we could have more of those headers. Unfortunately, we're not putting in the back of the net, but the crosses are there. Even a swing in swinger, we can get those in. But he's been fantastic. Dobson goes on to say, just give him the ball. He'll normally put it on the money, and he does. I don't know why he's not doing our corners more. I don't want to blow his trumpet too much. He's probably the best crosser of the ball I've ever played with. There you go. We just know if we can get him in good positions, he's going to create chances. As long may continue with him. He does do really good. He has a slow build up. He does a roll, and he pushes. It's a great little crossover. It's roll on his left to his right, and just kind of creates a little bit of space and gets the ball into the box. And usually it's very, very, very accurate. I totally agree with that. He said it's a massive coup for the club to be able to keep him for a long time, and I think it shows a statement of intent to be able to keep your big assets. And he is big assets. He is going nowhere. Good on him. I like him. We're just ripping through a lot of articles today. It's a ton. Okay, another update, ticket update. Before we do that, I'll get to the chat here. Okay. Brian says, imagine our strikers get injured. We don't have. We have to use Ashfield. Who's going to? Oh God, Brian, no. Stop. Just got my hands on a Wrexham pager, not full. Wrexham on some Wrexham pager. I think you log or not. It's not as full tasting. I have it over here, but it's still very good. I think he means Wrexham logger. Liam in the Jimmy bag of donuts for sure. I agree with that. Simply won't want to risk chop. No, we do not want to risk. I mean, how far down the pecking order? I mean, I can go play goalie if I need to, but number 13 is already taken. But yeah, Liam definitely for the bag of donuts trophy. And just got my hands on some. Okay, the logger. Steve Barton just updated his picture. Fozzie comes out of retirement for the donut trophy. He could. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. All right, another article here. So the Barnsley Wrexham FC away to Barnsley in New Year's Day League One. They just got general view inside of Garden. So Wrexham could be backed by more than 5,000 supporters for the first game of the 2025 in Barnsley. So Phil Parkinson's men currently sit seconds, blah, blah, blah. Tickets go on sale Friday, December 6th. That's tomorrow. It looks like we're going to have 5,000 tickets. 3 successive home wins, blah, blah, blah. Saturday's clash with Burton Albion. So get those tickets. Those go on sale. PA Soccer Story, Barnsley, photo credit. No. Okay, so $5,000 for the first game in 2025. 5,000 seats. That's a good allotment for Barnsley, and I hope we go and kick their ass again. They're gonna want to come back and give us the business after that too. I'm gonna go right here before I go to the other stuff with the January stuff. Click on, there we go. Jameson interview Ollie Rathbone. Awesome. Ollie Rathbone interview. What a great smile. Another one. There you go. Barrel. Jesus H. There's Rathbone. Absolutely coming into his own, getting settled into the squad. Takes time, but he's done it. This interview here, he said, I'm really impressed with the bond and the feeling around the club. He goes on to say he's reflecting on his run of form. I think that first and foremost that we've had good performance and wound up producing great results, which is the most important thing. Team first. Obviously, these guys are professional. I think he's 27 or 28. Knows what it's like. The club atmosphere, internally is got to be great. I'm sure that Parkinson is putting his arm around the players, telling them prep for opportunity, as you probably know. But yes, as a competitor, Ollie Rathbone, you obviously want to do well, but also if you go that extra mile, extra step for your teammates who you care about. So having that being said, I'm gonna try to turn that there. Having that being said, he saying that it's about the club first rather than myself. That's great. I'm pretty sure they believe it. Take him at his word. I believe it. It was the first real time I've been back-to-back starts in the league, and I was just really happy to get the result and help the team. He goes on to say, Rathbone, I have obviously started a few games, but I've only started one game in the league. before this one, so it's nice to get that feeling. When you're starting games like that, the energy, your legs, got to get under you. It takes a couple minutes to do that. So when you're not used to starting, you're used to coming off the bench, probably a different feeling. Especially thinking about Matty James hasn't started the game. There's different energy than just training or coming on when a game already has its cadence and pitch play. Starting a game is definitely different. How you doing? Kelly Davidson's here. How you doing, Kelly? Just got here, but didn't we score 5 goals in 3 games? I don't know. Did we? I don't have the stats in front of me, but maybe we did. Which games though? Not recently. Did we? 3? You're probably right. I don't know. My head's not there. You're probably right. But we're not scoring goals up front. It goes on to say, with it being a big night game, having a brilliant atmosphere, it was probably the most that I felt that was part of the winning result of this season over the past 2 games. Despite being a newcomer, Ollie Rathbone, it's clear to see they settled into the group well with a celebration against the Gratians, hinting at all togetherness in the squad. Yes. Full praise, support, and mentality and character of the club. He said the best thing about winning games is that you can't wait for the next one. Yes, even when you win and lose games, either way, if you lose a game, you want to get right back on the pitch. You want to right those wrongs. If you win a game, you're jazzed up and want to go to play. That's why these games come in thick and fast. Saturday, Tuesday, players want to get back in. So pumped for him. He says, goes on. You keep wanting to chase that feeling as a footballer, and we know how strong we have been at home. So we always look forward to the Stoke at the Stoke Ross. And we've shown strong and strength together as a group, and we never whenever we've had a setback, we bounce back almost straight away. That's the key thing right there. And Parkinson said going in, he's like, the difference between teams is you're going to lose games for sure. You can't go on a skid where you lose 3, drawing 4 or 5 games in a row. The bounce back is important. The bounce back is so important. And I think we've been able to do that, which has helped keep us in the top of the table in that 3 to, let's say 4 to, we haven't been first a whole lot, but let's say 1 to 4 in that area. So you got to think about that, yeah, the bounce back is very, very key. Sorry, I'm just reading a bit of the chat. Hey, Marie, how you doing? What is going on? So yeah, it's a whole big article here. Go check that out. We won't go through the whole thing, but he does praise Parkinson. He said he thinks he definitely made the right decision. So yeah, go read that great article with him. Absolutely legend, and is doing very, very well for the club, and long may it continue. Yeah, forgot what was an own goal. We're not scoring enough goals. We'll be winning games. We're just not scoring enough goals. That's just my take. But y'all can have your own opinions. I think we are not scoring enough goals. All right, let's move to some transfer news here. Not news, rumors. That's Ethan Wheatley, who is a 18-year-old striker who is been on the bench a couple times for Manchester United. I've seen him play. He's tall, lean, good player. There is a somewhat of a trend. This came out today or yesterday, possibly moving for him. I don't know what that would look like. 2 rivals have battled each other for the non-league one, are set to go against each other for the Red Devils' talent. Ethan Wheatley, he's 18 years old. Stockport and Wrexham are keen on this young man. Red Dragons and the Hatters have done battle in the 3 different leagues over that period of 3 years, but they are also the same market when it comes to recruitment too. Yes, we are. Both sides in the midst of promotion battles from their third tier of English football. Managers Phil Parkinson and Dave Challinor are looking to bolster their strike force. Yes, we are. And one particular player at Old Trafford has caught their attention. Man United striker Ethan Wheatley. At Wrexham, there he is right there. He's on their radar. He's a youngster, could be with us a long time. I have seen him play. He's a good player. We see raw talent. I do like him, but he's one for the future. Again, we need someone to come in right now and play. Now and score goals. That's what we need up front. According to the report, the Wrexham Insider, transfer guru Graham Bailey has been told that Wrexham and County are keen to land 18-year-old Manchester United forward Wheatley. The teenager has come through the Red Devils youth system and has handed his first team debut in April 2024 by Eric Ten Hag, who's been since relieved of his duties when coming off the bench against Sheffield United in a Premier League match at Old Trafford. Wheatley's made 4 appearances for United in all comps. In his far young career. He's been an unused substitute 5 times in the Premier League this season, with most of his games coming off the club's under 21 this season. He's tallying the Premier League 2, stands with with 4 goals from 7 appearances. That's a good return. Includes a hat trick. So there you go. We got 3 in one game. 5-3 win over Norwich City and Old Trafford. Hierarchy may see the striker is ready to move on loan despite being 18 years of age. Now, he's going to go on loan. You got to play him. That's if you're gonna go. So that's what Manchester United are going to say. We're not going to let him go alone and sit on the bench. You know, that's not going to happen. If that's a possibility, then send him to Stockport. I'd rather us go for a player that come in and impact right now, scoring goals. Ain't going to be him. He's 18 years old. He's still learning his trade. He's a good player, one for the future, but not for a loan in January, in my opinion. So both clubs are set to be in the market for January for different reasons. Stockport are likely to lose Louis Barry to go back to Aston Villa, who has at the start of the 25 calendar. They're going to send him to the championship, it looks like. So they're going to lose him, and they lost yesterday to Birmingham City, so they're going to have a little bit up there. Wrexham, meanwhile, have not seen Paul Munn make the step up to League One, having only found the back of the net once in 16 appearances. Their current top scorer, Jack Merritt, is sidelined through injury. Jack Merritt's been out for like 2 months already, whatever it is, 6 weeks, and he's still top of the. It's unbelievable. Their current top scorer, Jack Merritt, is sidelined through injury, and fresh impetus is needed to add added to Stephen Fletcher, Ollie Palmer, and Mo Fall, whilst John David Daddy Bavarton is only contracted till the end of December. Bavarton's only here for like 26 days. So interesting there. In my opinion, Marie from SoCal is a movie star. She is a local pundit star. Over the past 3 games, goals by our strikers equals own goals by the opposing team, 1 each. Yes, to our point. You're making my point right there. And thank you, Steve, for the super chat on that. She is the movie star. But I appreciate you for the super chat. That is very, very helpful and generous. As always, Steve Barton, one of our favorites. I appreciate that, my guy. I give you a heart there. I hearted it for you. I hearted it. Jallo, who played for Barnsley on Tuesday night, is only 19. The Portuguese international, right? Yeah, he was pretty good. I'm glad he didn't score against us, but that's something. But we need an impact player right now. And he's obviously, I gotta say, Parkinson's probably not that impressed with Vartan, even though he looks a little more athletic than Palmer. He's obviously not, giving him an opportunity to play. Not that he's a bad player, but you would think that you might want to give him the play, even though Parkinson likes to bring people along as other than Dobson. That's probably the only one. But we'll see. Marie, you're so kind. So we'll see. Last thing is obviously what makes swing the deal for Eaton Wheatley's Stockman's favor, however, is that Wheatley is Stockport born and bred, and the chance to play for his home club for the second half of the 24th fan game may be too good for an opportunity to turn down. So I don't expect us to sign him. Maybe one for the future. He's a good young player, but that's not the makeup of the player that we need right now in our season and what we're trying to do. Let him go to Stockport. Let him play over there. Let him sit on the bench over there. Not that he's a bad player, just not a player for us right now, I believe. Okay, that's the same article. That's where it came from. I'm going to get rid of some of these here. All right. Well, I'm going to do this one first. And here we go. I connected with this guy, Jeff Conway. This is in Forbes. Did a great article. I met him. He just messaged me on X before we got on, actually. He said he had a great interview with Rob McElhenney. Actually, I watched him do the interview. There we are there. This is at the Cosm on Tuesday. I was right here with Marie from SoCal. I think that might be me, actually. I'm right there. No, there's Marie. Sorry. There's Marie from SoCal, and there is me looking down because I was trying to grab the camera. If you see up in the corner there. Marie and Josh, and the Always Sunny cast, and the Mythic Quest cast, and also right there, Humphrey Carr. So go and check this article out. Very, very cool. Surely probably known for the last 16 seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia and 3 seasons of Mythic Quest, but beyond his love for television shows, Rob McElhenney has been focused on elevating Wrexham AFC to its full potential on the world stage. There we go. I read it. It's great. Also, let me just show something real quick here. I'm going to embarrass Marie from SoCal more. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Who's that? That is our Marie from SoCal, who doesn't give a shit. Walked right up to McElhenney and Caitlin and said, I need a picture of you. There we go. Awesome. Go check that out. Absolute star. Loved every second of it. And went right up to Rob and was like, hey, we're doing a podcast. And in fact, Robert did ask how the podcast went, which is very nice of him. A lovely bloke. But go check this out. Go definitely. Oh shit, I don't want to do that. Go. Great article here. Go check it out. There's Rob again. Fantastic little article here. There's Rob right there. I think he was. I don't know who he's pointing at, but yeah, here you go. Wonderful stuff. Great far walls. But go check that out. Interview. Fantastic. That's in Forbes. It's in our Discord too. So go check it out. And then lastly, we'll talk about this today. We had an article today put out by Wales Online. Liam Randall and I had connected. He asked me if I would take some pictures and some photographs while we were there, and I happily obliged to do so. And he asked me for an interview, and we did an interview with him yesterday morning, and had a great chat. Great guy. He's also going to come on the show and kind of be kind of give us some not gossip, but some news and updates, which we're going to do. So pumped about that. But go and check that article too. Had a great chat about him, and talked about, to give a little plug to the Local Pundit and myself. And there it is right there, the Local Pundit fan channel. And that's not my videos. All my videos are right here, and pictures are all right here whenever they would come up. But very grateful. All of this, by the way, is not possible without. There's so many ads come out. All this is not possible with all of you in the Local Pundit community that's global. So fantastic. I want to say thank you all. It's a great article. He did a great job for this. So go check it out. And there is yours truly, himself. And hey, actually, right there, he said, "How was the podcast?" And that was fucking great. So, but go check it out. So I want to thank all of you to making it happen. And, because we wouldn't be here without the community and all of you. So thank you all very much. So this is much telling about all of our community and the Local Pundit. So thank you. Go check it out. It's been a great little story to tell and be on this journey with everybody here. Reef and SoCal, saw that Forbes article in the AM. It literally gassed at Starbucks picking up my coffee when I saw your pick. Yeah, A2Z is back home. Okay, what happened? I don't know what happened. We're go back and watch it, Bernie G. Although the first, I think 30 seconds I was on mute, so go check it out. So, but he's Aaron's late. What's going on, Aaron? How are you? How are you? Nice work, Josh. No, thank you. Nice work to all of you. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. No, did someone get traded or released? No, it's about the game on the weekend, Bernie G. So yeah, go back and check it out. Reef SoCal says it was an awesome experience. Can't wait for the Birmingham game at Cosm. They have also picked up the Huddersfield game in March. Yes, I'm talking to them about we're gonna get better seats this time. Probably be level 2. We'll get better seats right there. So we're working on that. We'll definitely get that done. Hopefully the next day. So I might just buy a whole. For whatever reason, you can't just buy 2 tickets. So you have to buy like a whole section online at least. So whatever the money is, I'll just pay and I'll figure it out later. So, but I'll be there for sure, and they'll be going to both games as well. Bernie G. McAduffson sent it on Saturday. Whoa, yep. And Jake Roberts says he's clapping. Awesome. Bernie G. The window opens in January. The squad list is set for now. It's about the team list. Yes, sorry. Well. All right, let's get everyone on here. It's been a good show. Awesome to see everybody come in. Let me pull this down. Don't need to see my dumb face anymore. Appreciate you coming in. Please smash a like on the video and subscribe and share out. Go read those articles, the Forbes article, which is fantastic. And go read the Wales Online article. They did a really great job. And again, it's a thanks to all of you and what you all do to keep this going, and producer Ann. So and all the contributors to the show, which is great. Ken and Patty and Aaron, everyone that comes on, Marie, everyone that comes on. So thank you all. Been a lot of fun. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. More to come. More to come. Lots to do. And thanks, Josh and Co. Absolutely. Thank you, Local Pundits. And on that bombshell, we will see you all soon.